EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Prescott looks to throw right away. Swinging this out for Pollard. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You talk about this Lions defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Now a 2nd and 10. Prescott now. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Go, get out there, get out there.
On 3rd down, Nash. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. It was just 3rd down and short, but he'd been off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
And that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Up the middle they go. It's Nash. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Here we go, 47. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got his big tight end here. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And this one is right through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. The passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Unable to corral him, he fights through.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there for Detroit. 61 yards that time on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now it's gone. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board. And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Kill.
Off the play fake, Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Cowboys at 5-6 to start play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
4 down.
After 1, 7-3 the score. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Goff.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A 2nd down throw for Prescott.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go, 46, 46. Then we'll go to 53. 26.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's got him in. Complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Prescott is going to change things up here.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to take another shot here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. this time they were ready for it.
On second down, it's Nash. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Nash, and he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
Hey, 47.
Prescott from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Prescott. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it, and the Lions are going to take over at their own 41.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
81 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Kill. 47. 26.
Play action now. Prescott.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
We're going to 54. Wide in. 26.
Here's Prescott.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
Plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Elliott on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Lions 14, Cowboys 3. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They shined in pass defense last week. 4 interceptions. Boom, first play of the game, another one.
A feeding frenzy is on for this defense now. And remember, it's not just, okay, let's go get an interception. That means they're playing their techniques right. It means they've scouted them very well. They understand what the patterns are downfield, and they know how to go to the point of attack and take the ball away. They are rolling.
Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. After the run, Goff going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Out of the gun, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as they get this up across the 30-yard line.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Nash.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as they get this up to about the 42.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half. He's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Okay, break. Fight. 97. Ready.
On first down, Lance. That's dumped off to Pollard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 2. Now a play fake. Lance. That is caught by Will. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. That one goes for 24 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
10.
Here's Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now second and 5.
Drill 52. Ready.
Now Lance again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And Lance now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Nash. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
95 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Going back to Gibbs on first down.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw on second down is gone.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. The Lions on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's gone. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here we go. Set.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. It's Nash. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Williams to return. Shrugs him off. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Able to hit his target man.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
The Lance going to throw.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
On the double.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Up the middle they go. Nash.
And he will have a Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
52 blaster. Set.
To throw, it's Lance. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Steal. Check steal. Ready.
On 2nd down now. It's Nash. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Nash. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Okay,
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2.
Strikers. 3-3. Ready.
Desperation time here. Lance. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down. They celebrate a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Green Jack. Set. Go.
Now Lance.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Here's second down.
Shot, 17. Hut, hut.
Lance looking to throw.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here.
22 needle. Set, hut.
Here's Lance.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Still going inside the 30. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead. This game wasn't tied for long. How about that? A big return here in the fourth.
And this is that time of game where every big play is magnified. Fourth quarter, kick return for a touchdown. You've got to feel great about your chances at this stage of the game.
Yeah, they regain the lead. Now we'll see if they can hold it. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 21-14.
21, Cowboys 14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line.
Ready up.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Hut, hut.
Lance back to throw. And this one too low.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get into midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Come on, set.
Here comes second down.
They'll look to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here.
Ready, ready.
Back to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Lions, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7, and they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
It's week 4 of the National Football League, and we'll watch Tyler Conklin. He was a game breaker last week, over 200 yards receiving. It's the Bears and the Broncos coming up next.
A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by someone who needs less introduction than any player in the league. A Super Bowl champion, the league's most valuable player for a second time, Patrick Mahomes.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
That's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Taking a glance here at the numbers last week for Algier.
17 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from the ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Algier going straight ahead.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Jordan Boyer on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line.
18 on the play. First down, Broncos.
Algier now up the middle. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
It's a gain of 10. And the Broncos first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
He's got this to Algier.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down, Denver.
Now Mahomes. Pass incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Ends up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff and field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort back. Touchdown, Chicago! Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they called his number in this one.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
Maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Mahomes throw into the hands of Pittman here. Pittman's first catch, good for a first down. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game of their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles, really put it on those receivers.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there.
But it'll be second down.
You look at this Bears defense.
They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
That is caught.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On second, here's Algier.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Now you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a couple. Now the rookie third-round pick. It's Devon Achane.
Shedding the tackle and gives him some room. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43.
Again, it's Achane. Down to the 41. The Bears hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Smith. This will be caught just inside the 10. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards.
That's another Bears 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
Smith now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tyler Conklin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to add on to that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Wide receiver Keenan Allen bringing out the rest of this offense.
There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the 1st month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time, and that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
Meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Bears take over.
Devon Achane and the offense ready to go once again.
We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2nd down and 8.
To throw is Smith. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted.
Darren Stingley picks it.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that'll get the lead down to 5.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
3rd and 9 here.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now Smith. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Broncos.
Now a handoff to Algier. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The tackle made by Demario Davis. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet.
And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Broncos 1st down.
Now here's Mahomes. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
14-yard line. A gain of 14. 1st down, Denver.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is caught by Allen for a Bronco touchdown.
Touchdown, Denver.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos are able to move back in front.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 2.
Broncos 16.
So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Taking it about the 36. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Tyler Algier and the rest of this offense making their return to the field.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
He was looking for Michael Pittman that time.
And it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Bears, touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Tyler Algier and the rest of this offense making their return to the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Mahomes now on first down. And that's incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Mahomes to throw once more. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. The Broncos in their hurry up, trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. Throwing is Mahomes on third.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
First down, Denver.
On first down, Mahomes.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Bears are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on first and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. And this is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Second and 10, Smith again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Good starting field position for him as they come up first and 10 at the 45. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Now a second and 2.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front. And in comes the flag.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now after the false start, here's second and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside.
And we'll jump right over halftime to keep the game going here in week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Smith's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Achane on the counter.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Here's third and 10.
Brings up third and 10.
Now Geno. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And Smith's throw into the hands here of Hardman.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. to Smith. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Ball on the 27. Here's a second down and 6.
Second and 6.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Open man once again. It's Thielen. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 14. From the red zone now, Smith. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a second and 2. Achane gets it from the gun.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
Patterson is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved him until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mahomes now to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
It's a gain of 20. And the Broncos first down.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Smith on third down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing now is Geno. And a loose football.
Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tinman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Smith on first down. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And all the
inside the 15 before they drop it. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Geno now to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Achane will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Devon Achane who finished things off with a touchdown reception. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Chicago offense set to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Off of play action, here's Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Broncos' 28-yard line.
Here's Smith. Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll get this down to the 10. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust it.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Devon Achane
With his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year.
And the Bears are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Tucker with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Broncos.
Mahomes going to throw.
We'll get that to Charbonnet.
2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down.
At the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Now Mahomes.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
First down, Denver.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The Broncos on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now here's Mahomes. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
And some room to run now.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Up the middle, Achane.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.